The Muppets have been criminally underused and mismanaged over the past 2 decades, but it looks like the tide might be starting to turn just in time for their 50th anniversary. Ever since they acquired the IP back in 2004, Disney has seemed like they haven't got the faintest idea what to do with the Muppets, but that has now changed. Under the watchful eye of executive producer Seth Rogen, The Muppet Show made a triumphant return to our screens in February 2026 for a special that seems set to be a backdoor pilot for a revival series. Receiving critical acclaim from both critics and the audience, with 7.58 million viewers tuning in over the first week, The Muppet Show has become a huge success that will be impossible to ignore moving forward. Disney's new CEO, Josh D'Amaro, would have to be a Muppet of a man to put the Muppets back on ice when the special is universally loved and is winning all the accolades. Disney Plus desperately needs more original content that isn't just Marvel or Star Wars, and in a world full of trouble and strife, people are looking for escapism where they can forget about their worries and be entertained. The Muppets are like a balm to the soul, with their slapstick comedy, recurring sketches, musical numbers, and trademark humour. They're what the world needs now. So, it's time to light the lights and play the music by bringing back the most sensational, inspirational Muppet Show for a full series, D'Amaro. It should have happened in 2011, and it needs to happen now. Enjoying the video? Why not like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one? If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon or Ko-fi page. Links are in the description below. I hope this is only the beginning of a Muppet Renaissance where they can step out of the shadows and back into the spotlight. They should start slow, get the show up and running, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want more Muppet movies. There's already a Miss Piggy movie on the way, produced by Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence, but there's so much potential that's gone untapped for over 20 years, and it's time Disney showed some love to this IP sitting in their portfolio. As long as they've got the right creatives and keep the spirits of the Muppets alive, the sky really is the limit. Personally, I love the idea of the Muppets having a go at retelling some of Disney's classic movies, as I think that paved the way for more creative, imaginative adaptations than the copy and paste live action remakes we've been getting. Give us the Muppets Cinderella or the Muppets Beauty and the Beast with the same passion and devotion that made the Muppets Christmas Carol, and it could be the perfect middle ground between nostalgia and originality. One of the only issues I've seen people have with the special, besides the innuendo situation, is Kermit the Frog's new voice actor, Matt Vogel. I say new, he's been voicing him since 2017. It's a tough task, living up to Jim Henson and Steve Whitmire, so is finding someone that can voice and puppet Kermit. Unfortunately, there hasn't been many opportunities for us to adjust to Vogel's performance, and he hasn't had enough practice to perfect his voice. Reviving the show for a full series would allow him to put his stamp on the role, and for many children, he would become their Kermit. People are usually resistant to change, but I can honestly say that by the time the special wrapped, I had gotten used to his voice and his portrayal of Kermit. Is it perfect? Of course not, but I appreciate it's nigh on impossible to find two guys who sound exactly the same, who are experienced puppeteers. If we can get used to a new Doctor or a new James Bond, then we can just as easily get used to a new Kermit, so letting go of Vogel isn't on my cards. My main concern over them being renewed for a full series is whether they'll fall victim to quantity over quality. I'll take 6 to 8 episodes with a few specials over 24 a year if it means the production team can stay at the top of their game. Ideally, we'd hear whether Disney are moving forward with a series sooner rather than later. hopefully not before this video drops. The last thing they want to do is wait until everyone stopped talking about the Muppet Show because they've moved on to the next big thing in the cultural zeitgeist. I suspect though, with the handover between Bob Iger and D'Amaro happening in March, Disney won't be making any decisions regarding the future until the transfer of power is complete. But what do you guys think? Did you like the special? Do you want the Muppet Show to make a comeback? Let me know in the comments below. I've been Media Lord. Until next time, goodbye.